Much for joining us here on Speed Gaming 4, part of the Speed Gaming family of networks here on Twitch. Tonight we've got a Zelda 1 randomizer race coming your way from the 2024 SGL tournament. Yesterday was the first day of live races, so we will get you caught up on the flag set and everything you need to know in just a minute. But first, let me introduce you to everybody here tonight. We've got cdinprov on the left side of your screen. We've got Sigil 711 on the right side of your screen. I am Deus Ex Machina. You can call me Dim Gaming. I am joined on the mic by Alsoa. And behind the scenes, we've got the best tracker in the game, y'all, OP No Point. How's everybody doing tonight?
In spite of my intro, I actually can speak English sometimes.
Well, you're called the Birdman for a reason.
Yep. So, here's what I want to see in this race. I want to see a meat block. A singular meat block.
Okay.
Wait, is this proof required that I'm a Birdman or proof required that I can speak English? Because one of those two is a lot different.
Yeah. I'm actually I'm excited for this race. Obviously, Sigil, he's been around forever. He's one of the best racers in the game. CD is normally on this side of the mic. This is, I think, the first time I've really seen her running a tournament race. So I'm excited to see what she can do.
Well, all right.
Okay.
We get it.
That is not always guaranteed. We are guaranteed to start on that screen, the vanilla start screen, but it is not supposed to be the wood sword. That is just completely random.
Sigil is immediately going to go ahead and farm some bombs here. Now, this is a pure second quest overworld, folks.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get at. The one of the main flags that you need to know is this is strictly second quest. So that means Power Bracelet and Recorder are likely to play a big role in this tournament, if not this very seed. We've got 10 Recorder blocks, 7 Power Bracelet blocks, and second quest overworld also means we have one and only one large secret. So if that large secret is not very large, we could have a poverty seed real quick.
You know, I gotta say, I really like that both runners have bombs within the first couple of minutes here. It's always good to see cases like this where the luck doesn't really cause the runners to have a massive divergence early. Both runners getting bombs is always good.
Yeah, exactly. And we've got some any roads on CD's side. She's down along the coast.
I actually like this choice to go ahead and check this bomb spot while you're here, because the South Coast in second quest isn't nearly as convenient as first quest because it is one less spot. And this is actually something CD generally does, is she will mark where the money is, but she will elect not to pick it up until she's seen a lot of her door repairs.
Yeah, somebody else does that. Is it Fred that does that? That saves them all until the end?
I don't know if it's specifically Fred, but that sounds about right. But I think in second quest it actually has a lot more value than in first quest, because in first quest you've got the 3 large secrets, so usually money isn't a big deal, whereas in second quest with the only one large secret, every rupee counts.
Gotcha. And Opno, our tracker, is saying that Lorgon was doing it in the Rookie Rumble tournament. So, also, I should mention, Heart Shuffle is not turned on, so the overworld items, good chance they are actual real items, not just more hearts. So, you'll probably see both runners checking Armo spots and looking for that white sword cave as soon as they get enough hearts.
I'm curious to see if Sigil's going to go for the more... Yep, he's going to go for the more traditional strat, pick up the money as you find it. It's an interesting dichotomy, because on the one hand, you want to pick up the money as soon as you find it so you can buy stuff early, but on the other hand, door repairs exist and in a decently large number. In fact, there's 10 door repairs in a second quest overworld. So there's a lot more opportunity to just lose that money to door repairs compared to just a standard first quest.
Yeah, that is a very good point.
And honestly, it often doesn't get considered enough. Like, I know that I generally follow the more traditional strategy of just pick up the money as you see it, but I think there's a lot more merit in Second Quest Money Overworlds to just skipping money until you're actually able to pick up all the money.
Ooh, 21 door repair too. That is not a insignificant amount of money.
Not at all. And again, there's 10 of them, so you're gonna lose 210 rupees just from that. Sigil does not win on the gambling.
Oh, we've got beep strats on CD's side. She's trying to set up this screen scroll. Lionels are not playing friendly though. Now, neither runner has yet to see a dungeon, which, when you get an early sword, it's always nice to find early dungeons as well, because you can immediately start digging them, but no luck yet tonight. There's our first look at the bomb shop. 34 rupee bombs. That is not what you want to see in a Second Quest money seed either.
Yeah, it's... Forcing is going to be very important here.
Yeah.
Oh! That's what the Koreas do.
That was very rude. Oh, and
Level
now we have a dungeon too.
Level 5 is at Vanilla 6. We'll see if CD decides to head back there early or is going to go on a different way. Given that we haven't seen the Armos item yet, I would not be surprised to see her start making her way over to the east.
Yeah, that's exactly what I would do if I got sent back to start from this point.
And I like that both runners save scummed the bomb there. And here CD headed off. 5 is segmented! So this looks like some really fancy skyscraper with like a lower area that's got like a little shopping and or restaurant at the left of it, and then there's a cloud that's above it.
Yeah, I can see that.
I do like that CD is killing these Octoroks looking for bombs.
Yeah. Especially
Good
since they
bombing of
rolled down to one hit.
I'm leaving that Triforce behind, at least for now.
Yeah, you gotta at least see a few more rooms. Oh, and that's right, we have red and blue bubbles in the dungeons because Second Quest Enemies is on.
The important thing is that you tried.
Now, I might have gone back and got the Triforce there since you were going to go back up to start anyway.
I don't know. I think it's okay to not get the Triforce in that immediate moment, just because you know where it is and you know that the room is free to go into.
I guess that's true. The Manhandler's not going to respawn.
Looks like CD is going to make her way back over towards that level 5, getting some extra exploration in the process. Does still have this Armos item up here, so it's not like she doesn't have a good reason to come up this way. This will be a transport in 5 based on the fake rule of 5. It's not! It's Alright.
It's an
I give up.
Immediate offensive upgrade.
Fake seed! The rule of 5 is broken! Now, if CD decides to go into this 5, she'll be very happy to see that white sword.
Also, one thing I guess we should have mentioned, even though it's Second Quest Overworld, it shapes dungeons, so it's still First Quest item distribution throughout the dungeons.
You know, I gotta say, in spite of the early death from CD, there really isn't that much of a difference between the runners. The big reason for that is that CD has done some extra exploration that Sigil has not yet, which is what helps even this out, but CD might actually have a quicker time in this level 5. Now, she is a little bit lower on bombs, so she may be disincentivized from killing that Manhandler, but level 5 is pretty good to have keys, so maybe she'll get some keys out of the deal.
Yeah, she's going to have to one-shot this Manhandler, but...
That's assuming she decides to fight it. She might say, I'm just going to come back later.
Yeah.
Which isn't a terrible idea in and of itself. Both runners not in great shape on health. Yep, there she goes. She's like, nope, I'm done with this now. And honestly, there is a lot of value in... Sometimes it pays to be kind of picky about your combat.
Yeah, I just hope that she marks that and doesn't go and clear everything else looking for a Triforce or a compass or something before she gets back there.
I think she'll keep it in the back of mind, but I don't think she's going to rush to get back to that main handler room until she's got more bombs, probably.
Sigil finds Forgotten Spot. Seems like every time me and you are on a call together, somebody forgets about Forgotten Spot, so
Nope.
that's one runner that's not going to forget. And that's a tough death there because she's in the room with the white sword.
Yeah, but she'll go back. That wasn't necessarily a difficult room to clear.
Yeah, she knows that that's likely a push block, whether it's the transport or the item. She's going to go back. This
do
room
like
had
this
the map if she just clears this.
Yeah, but I like going ahead and trying to clear this while you have the sword beams, because it makes the land moves significantly easier to deal with.
Yeah.
So I do support this motion to go ahead and just try to clear out the land moves. Because for all you know, that's your Triforce.
Alright, so now Sigil is headed over towards the east, so he is almost certainly on his Armos item quest.
Yep. I don't expect CD will be too far behind. She might have a little bit longer of a 5 now, just based off of not seeing the Triforce in the main handler room, but when you come in with one bomb versus the main handler, it makes sense to not clear it.
Yeah, unfortunately, she used that bomb to bomb north, though, so now she doesn't even have that bomb for the manhandler.
But again, she might get some keys out of this. We find an early candle on Sigil's side.
That is under the Lost Hills Armos.
Yes. Looks like CD's going to elect to explore another room. Going to clear this out. This is a drop room in 5, and these are the odd color bats. Which
I was going to say, what in the world are they even?
Yeah, so
they're just eyes floating around.
The second quest has odd palette bats. So in this palette, it's based off of what the dark room palette looks like. So in this case, because the dark room palette is dark, the dark bats blend into the dark background, and therefore you're just fighting a whole bunch of floating eyeballs. Which, to be fair, for The Legend of Zelda, floating eyeballs is very on brand.
It definitely is. The red line was rolled down to one hit of the white sword. Oh, now she's going to get the bad news that it's under that manhandler. Let's see if she goes back and tries to white sword it down.
White swording a manhandler isn't impossible, it's just difficult.
As long as it didn't roll up to something crazy.
I think the bosses are forced to be vanilla HP in this flag set.
Oh, I haven't really played a whole lot with this flag set, to be honest. I think I've run it like 3 times in the nightly TTP races, but I knew I wasn't going to be able to sign up for this tournament, so I haven't really been practicing it too much.
Yeah, I'm just suffering from Z1R burnout, so...
I hear you there as well.
Playing Zelda 1 Randomizer is not at the top of the list of things to do. Alright, CD's going to like to come back later. This isn't... So, here's the thing about coming back later. Oh, hold on. It looks like she is going to go for it. Oh, you know what? I think she was resetting this room up here because it had some bomb droppers.
That makes sense.
So she'll be able to kill this room and then see if she gets a bomb, and if she doesn't, she'll probably just up A out of here and try it again. Nope, looks like she's just going to elect to leave. She'll probably come back when she comes back to the power bracelet spot, because there is a power bracelet spot and a recorder spot up here, so it's not like she won't have an opportunity to come back here and get that.
Alright, well, we have seen all but one Armos spot, so we know exactly where the Armos item is, and Sigil is about to find it in one screen. There's our candle under a burn bush. Probably not the best business decision that guy ever made, but...
No, but there are multiple candle shops. Sigil did elect to buy a key and finds the blue boomerang. Oh.
Now, buying a key buying a key on second quest money, that can be a little iffy as well. I guess since he's been collecting and hasn't seen a whole lot of door repairs, it's probably a good idea to spend that money now before he loses it.
Sigil debated picking up the potion there, but picking up a potion on 4 hearts is a little bit risky.
He does have the letter to start buying potions, but again, money. These second quest is just all about resource management.
And that may end up burning Sigil later if wood arrows are required, combined with
That's
CD
exactly what I was thinking, yeah.
And again, CD's been kind of stashing away this money.
I did not see what the ladder, the coast item was. He was on that screen for just a split second.
It was the power bracelet.
Oh. Well, that could be important.
It could. CD is now going to get her candle. Both runners electing to take the candle out of the Take Any cave. That honestly makes a whole lot of sense. There's not a ton of candles you're going to see bought. I mean, in general, but also especially in a second quest money seed, because of how tight the money gets. That's not to say you're never going to see a candle purchase, but it's very unlikely. And usually you have to get something else like a red ring or a known non-meat block or the silver arrows. Something that gives you the spare money.
I agree with our tracker. I almost always buy my candle as well. I live by Chest Jerk. He's got to have heart, and I pick up hearts everywhere. But that's also why I probably never win. But
I'm iffy on if I buy the candle. Usually I'll only buy the candle if I find a candle shop in a relatively convenient spot. But if I see an early blue candle and a Take Any, I'm just going to take the blue candle.
Chat pointing out the blue ring is rather cheap tonight, $237.
I'll take 7. Oh, well.
Oh,
you can't even pick it up on 5 hearts. You can't even pick it up on 5. That's why you don't burn it, because if you didn't burn it, you could have picked it up on 5 hearts.
Yeah, so Recorder and Power Bracelet, the 2 items that block the most overworld blocks, are remaining overworld items.
You know, if you don't take the free candle, you can pick up the Recorder, but also if you take the free candle, you don't have the candle to get the Recorder unless you spend the money.
That is a very good point.
So which is worse? Not having the money or not having the hearts? This is a dangerous screen for Sigil. Only to get him. Any road. CD's about to find her magical boomerang.
Oh.
She did get it.
I'm not sure if she... Okay, she did get it. I was going to say, I'm not sure if she got it before she got bopped there.
But now she's got a candle, so she can do some of this near start stuff.
Yeah, and Candle Row. Oh,
Ooh.
And finds a good dungeon to find.
Now this is interesting. Sigil didn't actually check these spots. So we'll see if CD is able to get anything out of here. I think she'd like to see a red ring, because that will probably allow her to go back to 5 a little more quickly. Ooh,
There's
leaving this...
a heart.
You know,
Now.
so CD... Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just going to say, now with Heart Shuffle not turned on, that could either be the heart in level 1, or that could also be the coast heart, since there are 2 floor items in level 1.
You always assume the first heart you see is the dungeon heart.
Yeah.
So
but game's got jokes.
So what CD did there is she left the Ruby boss alive. That means that she can come back and farm the Ruby boss whenever she wants. To get money. And now Sigil's in level 1. Neither runner with a ladder.
Now, Sigil's going to get his 6th heart, so he can go pick up that recorder here.
Well, the Triforce in 1 is ladder blocked.
Oh, that's no good.
CD's going to elect to save, and it's going to go back into level 1.
Farm the rupee boss?
Potentially.
What is she intending to buy, I wonder? Oh, she's safe scumming a key.
Ooh, this is smart. Well, okay. The game gave her bunnies.
Ooh.
So Sigil's in a part of level 1 we haven't seen yet. It looks like this was beyond the key door from the Goma.
Yeah, 1 just eats up your keys.
Sigil is up 1 key from having bought 1 earlier, but CD has not gone to collect her money yet. But we do get an NSG with a key in it, so that's important. She does get her key back. Sigil finds an item.
Red candle.
Not bad. You can use it to more easily candle boost past the red bubbles. You can use it as permanent weaponry. If you do get red bubbled, CD is going to once again save scum the key, which, again, I do like this additional thought put towards let's be reasonable with the resources here. Both runners have been very good about that so far.
The book. The book is an atlas in this flag set, so that will give us maps to all the rest of the dungeons. And that's actually a pretty forgiving one. It's not linear, so you might be able to work around. Well, if you had a ladder, you could definitely work around it.
Now, CD is going to leave as soon as she sees this book in 1. So that's going to, once again, even out our runners here. And really, like, Sigil may have a small bit of an exploration advantage from the Deadwoods, but so far, that exploration advantage hasn't panned out into anything really significant. Sigil will be out of 1 first, but CD's been being more careful about doing some save scumming of the keys.
Now this could have been a drop room, so I wonder if that's why she was killing it, because I'm sure she could have just block flipped in there.
It could have been that. It could also have been that she wanted to go back. Because sometimes you'll see runners clearing rooms that don't make sense to clear, but it's just because they want to reopen the door that they went back through.
Oh, our tracker is correct. The Diamond Stair is not a drop room in level 1. That's one of the few dungeons that it does not drop in.
So now we might start to see some divergence develop. Sigil's going to be able to check these recorder spots. CD is going to check for a bomb wall first. He's going to see a bomb wall. Now this room can drop in level 1. It can only drop in level 1, actually. The opposite of the Diamond Stair.
I kind of missed. I thought that Sigil basically went straight from that red candle to the book room. Was that a key door that she didn't want to spin?
Yes.
Okay,
there was a key door blocking the path.
Okay, I was gonna say I feel like she's
that's a level.
Oop, there we go.
And CD is now going to get the book.
And she has seen every room in this level 1, it looks like.
Yeah, but it's level 1, so it's not as big a deal.
Yeah.
This giant level 6 has wish robes.
This giant segmented level 6.
Well, it's a transport. That's not too terribly surprising.
Was that level 6 under a recorder spot in the desert?
Yes.
Okay, I thought so.
So it may take CD a little while to get there, but thankfully she does have some exploration she can do in the meanwhile.
She also needs to find another heart.
I mean, I think there was one on the way.
There's one over under the Armos item, but she took a death on the Armos screen, so I'm not sure how long it'll be before she gets back there.
Yeah. Sigil's gonna try to clear this room out. Now, this is a single block room, so it is interesting from that standpoint.
Yeah. And he's trying to save the room, I think, and maybe try to cycle out some of these whiz robes. Oh!
This is also a terrible enemy set, by the way.
When they start coming through the... Oh, that is...
That's bait! That's bait!
That is so painful. Oh!
It's bait! The magical boomerang saves the day!
Oh, that's right. That was a anywhere. I was like, wait a minute. How did she open a desert? She doesn't have the recorder. It was an any road.
Yep. This is why the first boomerang you pick up is the correct boomerang. Does not matter what the second one is. CD cannot pick up the recorder. And the any key is the item in 6.
That's obviously not required to beat the game, but a very nice item to find this early into a seed.
I don't know. Some seeds are so key started. It feels like you need it.
I've been there before.
You've fallen for one of the classic blunders. You got involved in a lane. We're in Hyrule.
Oh, and here's our compass. And we're only a couple rooms away from the Triforce.
So, not bad,
also,
not bad.
Also, can I just say how cool this new layout looks for the restream?
Yeah. It's like we're looking over a city. With a little river inside of it. We're running through it.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh. What had Sigil blocked? Was he just... Oh, he just can't get through this room?
Yeah, I think he just wants to get the enemy numbers down a little bit before he goes through, because this is not exactly an easy room to walk through with the Darknuts Wish Robes. And there we go. CD's now got her 6th heart.
Yep. Now she'll go pick up that recorder and hopefully find level 6 right away.
Now, CD may be a little less likely to dig this 6 out. So it really depends on how massively the keys are a factor.
Oh my goodness, the clocks that Sigil is getting right now. That's the second time this dungeon he's got clocks in a pretty combat heavy room.
I guess you could say Sigil has a lot of time.
Another manhandle a blocked Triforce.
Only gets 2 of the 4 heads. Could you imagine if the manhandle heads could drop items?
Right.
You get a clock off the manhandle head and it's just sitting there like... And CD's about to find 6 as Sigil is exiting it.
Sigil up a saving. He's not sure if he was safe scumming something or just heading back to start.
I think just heading back to the start. CD has now found level 6. As level 8 has been spotted.
So that's our second recorder block dungeon.
And it's a bacon.
This will have 2 items in it on top of a floor heart.
Now, taking this transport stair gets you to where the item and Triforce is a little faster. The one thing that you got to be careful of is if you see two transports in a segmented dungeon, you can't assume that they just link to each other.
Yeah. Another Manhandla block, or Manhandla push block room.
And that one will stop Sigil in his track.
Hmm.
Now CD's going to go north here. See the orange wizards. Get the clock.
She's going to try... I thought she was going to try the Kanana key, but I guess from that angle you can't really.
Yeah, you just don't have enough space to get over to the door fast enough.
Yeah.
Sigil's going to try for it, but only gets one head. CD gets the Kanana key, finds what looks like a staircase room. That may well be the other transport.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
But if it is the other transport, she knows exactly where it's going to take her, so she'll probably just ignore it. She does get more
some bombs.
So, what do we think is an 8?
Well, we got to find a ladder eventually, I think. Because I still think the power bracelet might be blocking something.
I think we're going to find the regular boomerang and bow.
Oh.
CD may like to go for another Kanana key here.
She picked up those bombs. I would have liked to have seen her start using some bombs for combat before she picked up 4 more that she can't use.
She may like to use one here depending on where the wizard spawns, like that. Oh, but just before. This could be good though. This might point her in the correct direction. Because if she goes to the right, well, she's only able to really go to the right here, so that's going to get her to the any key, which she'll be very happy about.
Unless she tries for another Kanana key.
Well, Dark Knights do remember which direction you bomb in from, but even then, you have the case to be made of, I already cleared this room, I want the door. Because you can always walk back through the key.
Yep.
Well, she doesn't get it, but that's okay, because this is going to get her the any key.
Yeah, and she, probably doesn't know.
She's got to clear the room.
The best thing that could have happened.
The trouble is she does need to clear this room. And this is not the easiest room in the game to clear. A clock out of that Red Dark Knight would do wonders.
Oh.
Actually, no, this is fine. Might get a better spot.
Resetting the room. Oh, and we've got a ladder block on Sigil's side.
Oh, boy.
Welcome, everyone, joining us from Speedgaming 2. Hope you guys had a great matchup. I believe that was Sci-Town versus Antlers.
Yes. CD is going to use her last bomb. Does have 3 hearts, so can't take a hit. Really good dodging here. Oh, takes a hit.
Okay, but that's not bad to get rid of that. Oh, you were right about the regular boomerang in 8.
There's one of the 2. Come on, bow. Okay, but the blue wizards are dead. Now she just has to deal with the dark nuts, and she could hide on the block. Oh, very close, but survives. Wow. And it's the bow!
That's the bow! Are you kidding me?
The bow and the boomerang were an 8!
Also, be true with me. Are you psychic?
No, I'm a drone.
Are you a witch?
No, I am a drone. Some say I don't exist. But CD gets the room with the magic key, though. That is huge.
Just don't die to a piece.
She can take 2 hits. She's fine. Honestly, in spite of the little bit of a lead that Sigil has built, CD's playing incredibly well, and if she keeps this up, she can definitely close that gap off of 1 or 2 dungeons, especially if she avoids the early 8.
Yeah.
Normally, I'd say avoiding early 8 is bad because, it's got the bow in it, but if you avoid the early 8 and instead can come back with a ladder, you can do it all in one swoop.
Now, the one thing she's not going to be happy to see is another Manhandla blocked Triforce with 0 bombs.
Yeah, but at some point you probably just say, okay, enough's enough, I'm going to leave. That does not help you. Sigil's headed up to East Death Mountain. It's another bomb pack. Honestly, though, CD's combat has been very good in this seed so far.
Oh, yeah. Uh-oh.
And that's not to say Sigil's hasn't been. That's a good ladder block, actually.
Yeah. Especially if she can get some bombs off of these orange Wizrobes.
Oh, nice multi-kill from Sigil to get that cave open and all of the enemies. We still haven't seen the large secret.
We have not. But everything's coming up Millhouse.
Millhouse Mana Storm?
Sure.
For those of you that don't know, Millhouse Mana Storm is an evil pink-haired male gnome from WoW.
Oh, I did not ever play WoW. I always wanted to, I just never had friends that played it.
Back in the day, it was fantastic. Nowadays, it's kind of meh.
No.
But also, you have to give Blizzard money. Anyway! This level 4 is
level 4. It is actually 100% linear. So we have the any key, so
yeah. But we don't have a ladder.
We don't have a ladder. So if we're ladder blocked somehow, yeah, that could be bad.
Ooh. Huge room there for CD. That's going to put her very close to where the Triforce is, even though she doesn't know it yet.
And this is only ladder blocking one room, though.
That still counts. And there's the Triforce.
Oh. Now, I'll be curious if he goes back in.
CD might
He has
actually...
the recorder, so he could come back anytime he wants.
Yep. I would go back in. With where this dungeon is, there is something to be said for resetting the manhandle here, actually.
I could see that.
Especially when it's...
This is...
Ooh, good. There we go.
Alright.
CD's on the board with 1 Triforce piece. Sigil has 3, but those couple of Triforce pieces... But the level 5 Triforce piece is not deep into the level, and same with 4.
Yeah, she's got the compass in 5. She knows exactly where it was. It's just also under a manhandla that she did not have bombs when she was in there the first time.
It looks like CD's going to elect to prioritize some of these recorder spots. I do like this. No!
Oh, and there's our ladder block in 4. So the item in 4 is ladder blocked.
Well, that means we know it's not the ladder.
And we've already had 1 Triforce ladder blocked, so we know ladder is required tonight. And there's level 3 under 2Q Vanilla Recorder Lake. Yes, that's what I'm trying to say.
And this is really good for CD, because this is the kind of thing that you want to see. You want to see the runners finding different levels. This is not a good room, though.
Yeah, this is bad.
I think I just try to get through that room and go to the north at first.
And there's our bait block, so unfortunately we will not see the bait block that you were calling for in the pregame.
Well, we did see it, it just wasn't useful.
Well, you are correct there.
I never said it had to be useful. Well, actually, no, I did say I wanted it to. I just wanted it to be a little bait block. And technically, I guess that is a little bait block, although I don't know if you would consider 0 a little amount or no amount.
Oh, God, this room sucks so bad.
Like, this is one of those rooms where, you know what, the ladder will be blocked by those blue wizards, and you have to kill them.
Yeah.
The way this game works, CD's gonna elect to leave after a couple of deaths. Honestly, not the worst idea in the world. Because you think
Yeah,
about
very
it,
unfortunate. Because if there was a good item in there, that could have been the what could have closed up this gap. But yeah,
yeah, but you have to ask the question, how long am I going to spend bashing my head into this one dungeon when I have other dungeons I can look for, such as level 2?
Sigil, meanwhile, putting together a decent rupee count. Obviously doesn't need to buy any more keys. Might elect to buy a potion next time he sees a potion shop.
Perhaps. CD is now going to see the power bracelet on the coast. I don't think we've seen the large secret yet.
Yeah, I have not seen it.
And there's the wood arrow purchase.
Sigil buying wood arrows. Well, that's a good idea because he's already got the bow. Who knows when we'll see silvers? Yeah. And we've seen some Pole's voice in one of the dungeons at least already.
CD's going to like to jump back into this cave and start picking up the money as we find level 7.
That is actually a pretty large level 7.
Yeah, this will not be necessarily a free clear. So now that we see CD starting to pick up some of the money, I'm curious if she's thinking about a blue ring or a magic shield.
Either one would pay off big time in that Wizrobe room in level 3.
Yeah.
We also, I don't think, have seen the bomb upgrade in any of the dungeons yet. I'm curious what that would be.
Well, here CD finds level 8, so we'll get the bow here. Transport and 7.
Transport.
Transports are not bad things. Whoa, Turbo Lamo!
Especially in a dungeon like this where there's a very linear section of it, because that could very easily be either ladder blocked and we don't have the ladder, or just a bomb wall if you are trying to come down into an old man room or something.
You mean like that?
Yeah, exactly like this.
The CD's gotten the boomerang knowledge, now just needs to find the bow. There's a heart.
She does get the heart. I don't know that Sigil got the heart out of here.
If Sigil... I think Sigil did, based on the fact that they both have the same heart count. I don't think I've seen Sigil see another bonus cave.
Yeah, it could be.
Why did the old man leave caps lock on?
And there's the heart pickup out of 7 for Sigil, so he's up to 8. Now, I know Sigil was seeing the magic sword cave. I assume CD did too. She had to have, since she has the same hearts, yeah.
Yeah, she's seen it. Good Cleoc combat from CD. We're going to see a compass here in level 7. Yes, and then the
Not far away, but it is a very linear section, so let's hope for no ladder blocks for Sigil's sake.
Well, even then, you can likely get around from the other side.
Or if this is a bomb wall.
Nothing there.
Nothing here. I used to play a board game. I used to play this one board game that had like a talking thing in the middle, and you'd go into the rooms and you'd enter the number of the room. And occasionally that thing would just go, nothing here. And it was the most frustrating thing ever. Oh, there is our Coast Heart as the item in 7.
And CD finds another manhandler. But does get
manhandlers.
They're everywhere.
Yeah.
Hyrule has a plant infestation. Go to the next room, or back. Sigil has found a path to the Triumph Fork.
I don't remember where the bow was in 8, but I feel like CD is in a section of 8 that we did not see on Sigil's screen.
I thought we saw some of this from Sigil, not a lot of it, but some of it.
Yeah, I don't remember him coming all the way up into the northwest corner like that.
Yeah, she's still got plenty of rooms to check, though.
So Triforce out of 7 for Sigil. He takes the 4-1 Triforce lead.
CD is going to like to keep digging 8. Hopefully she will stick around for the second item.
Sigil headed over to check the Grave Recorder spot. Let's see if we have our 3rd Recorder blocked dungeon. No, actually we've already had 3 Recorder blocked dungeons.
How about just a door repair?
Yeah.
You pay the old man to let you leave the room. Alright, so CD may be headed back on the path to get the bow out of here.
Alright, we are back into the Dead Woods. There's a recorder spot down this. Well, it's on this screen, but you gotta go out and around to get there. Oh, that's a tough death to take.
Not ideal. Life is like a box of chocolates. Sometimes you get coconut. Although I don't mind coconut, actually.
I love coconut. I just hate whenever you get the one filled with toothpaste. Then you gotta eat like 6 more of them to get the taste out of your mouth.
They make toothpaste filled candies and chocolates?
So, sometimes it tastes like it.
Don't tell CD that. She'll get mad. There's a bow.
There's the bow. Now, did Sigil not find the Triforce, or was the Triforce blocked in this 8?
From Sigil's standpoint, I think he saw a ladder block and said no. I don't know if it's a hard ladder block or not. Sigil's now going to go to level 3.
Yeah, he's in level 3. Let's see if he can get through this Wizro Broom. He does have more health coming in, but he's in the same predicament with only a green tunic, even though his character looks red or blue.
And, well, the Wizrobes have said no.
Yeah, unfortunately, he met the same fate that CD met. Let's see if second try it goes any better.
You shall not pass! Okay, gonna work on candle boosting through. Does get through. Is rewarded with more blue Wizrobes.
Now, CD's going around and picking up money again, so I think that she is potentially looking for a blue ring purchase.
A blue ring would make a lot of sense here, especially given how terrible 3 is. I mean, it's made out of gold, so you'd think it's good, but it's not. Sigil gets through and does get rewarded with the item from level 3. What is it? It is the ladder!
The ladder! That will open up a lot of this seed.
Level 1's Triforce is open, level 4's item is open. We still haven't found level 2, and that's the only dungeon we're missing at this... Well, no, we haven't seen 9 yet.
Haven't seen 9. And Second Quest Overworld, there are 2 Overworld spots that are ladder blocked as well. Up along the river that leads to the waterfall. Yeah, our chat's pointing out CD was so close to getting that ladder too. If she could have just got through that room and got to the ladder first, this could be a whole new ball game. She's back in 1. What is she looking for in 1? She has both the items. Oh, she's farming the rupee boss.
That tells me she wants to buy a blue ring.
She's pretty close. 237, so she needs 45 more? 55 more?
Looks like she's gonna need 45 more from here.
Yeah. Sigil took a death in 3, it looks like, so he is now out of 3. He would probably also benefit greatly from a blue ring, but he is a lot further away money-wise than CD is.
He's probably gonna just not even bother with the blue ring and instead go get this power brace and go try to find 2 and 9.
And you can't blame him for that. But unfortunately, he's fallen for one of the great blunders.
He dressed up gas station sushi? CD's got her blue ring money. And right back to 4 with Sigil.
Yeah, wants this item. I don't blame him there. It wasn't the worst enemy set. At least it wasn't blue whiz robes or anything stupid like that. Now, does he go right or left here? Because that room to the right and up one was also ladder blocked.
Also, it is Wish Robes in 4.
Oh.
Because Darkness and Wish Robes coexist.
Well, my bad. There is the blue ring purchase for CD.
Turned her red.
Oh, okay. Sigil was just trying to farm bombs.
Well, that room you're not going to clear. Oh, look! More ladder blocks!
Game just really wanted to make sure you had the ladder.
But you know what they say? Step over the water to get your feet wet.
I suspect that CD is headed straight back to level 3 now that she has this blue ring.
Yeah. The item in 4 is the silvers!
Silver arrows.
So, CD will be able to get those on her first trip here, but Sigil's in... hold on, not necessarily go mode yet.
You still gotta find the final 2 dungeons, but nothing should really stop him. He's got...
Raft.
Well, it could be raft blocked, yeah.
Raft.
Okay, I forgot about the raft.
The raft is an item that exists!
Even though it's second quest, there are still 2 raft blocks.
Now, based on the fact that it can't be in 9, our tracker Point has gone ahead and filled out the rest of the item information, so we know that the raft is in level 2, which means level 2 will not be raft blocked. The red ring and the wand are in level 9. 9 could very well be raft blocked, 9 could be right here. It's not right here. Sigil's gonna keep having to explore past the bogey arrow, and cdinprov is back at level 3, looking to get past these wish orbs and get her ladder. CD is gonna elect to just push through. Find some more wish robes.
This is... I know what she's going through. Like, she's racing because she's got to feel like she's behind, being 50 minutes in, only having 1 Triforce, but I have found with blue whiz robes, a little bit of patience goes a long way. Let them group up, and then 1 bomb can hit a lot of them.
And with that, Sigil has found level 2 with a Graveyard Power Bracelet spot. This is good news for CD in a sense, because that means she will be going back there anyway.
Yep, ladder pickup for CD. Now she's just got to go find the Triforce.
And if I am Sigil, I am absolutely looking for the raft in this place, because I have not found level 9, and I know the raft is here, because Sigil has seen all of the other items.
Did Sigil not get the Triforce out of 3?
Sigil did not.
What block? Okay,
Combat.
well, this is a potential chance
Sigil,
for...
Yeah, Sigil died in the Blue Lagoon room here that CD is in right now, and elected to say, you know what, I'm just gonna come back later! Not knowing that the Red Ring is in level 9!
Well, this could be, Yeah, this could be a chance for CD to make up some ground then, if she can get her Triforce out of 3 on the first dip.
And also consider that CD will probably dig the item out of 4, because why wouldn't you dig the item out of 4 this early? And look at that! Sigil is gonna skip the Raft! Sigil has not seen where level 9 is. I don't think. That's a bold play to make, to say that the Raft is not required. That's a really bold play to make. Unless Sigil has seen it and we missed it.
I don't think he has.
I don't like leaving that Raft there if you don't know where all of your dungeons are. Yeah, okay, it's a small chance, and the seed will now put the Raft, make the Raft required to punish Sigil.
No, I can confirm that he has not seen level 9.
I don't like leaving the Raft behind. You literally went up to it to burn it. You might as well pick it up.
I wonder if he has forgotten that he hasn't seen level 9, because sometimes when level 9 is the last dungeon that you're looking for, you're just thinking about Triforces, and you're not thinking about, like, when he picks up his 8th Triforce, and then is like, alright, now I'm in go mode, wait, where is level 9? He might wish he had that Raft.
Yeah, because, like, unless he finds level 9, if he does not find level 9 on the way, this is really bad. Also, the blue wizard room at the start of level 3 does block the Triforce. This is very concerning for Sigil, though, if he's just going to elect having not picked it up.
Oh, is the Triforce past this blue Wizrobe pointless moat room? That's not good. That's not good for anybody. Oh, CD was trying to farm bombs off these blue Lionels and unfortunately takes a death. Where is 9? We do not know where 9 is, chat. Neither runner has seen level 9 yet.
Yeah, which is why we're
looking more and more likely that it could be ladder blocked.
And it's why we were freaking out so much over Sigil electing not to pick up the Raft, because it could be Raft blocked too. Ironically, the
CD really needs to catch up. She wants to stay in this race. You know how she catches up? By picking up that Raft.
Yeah, you pick up the Raft, you find 9 on a Raft spot, and then Sigil has to go back to 2. Sure, it wasn't necessarily deep into, but he literally took the time to go up to it and burn it. So if you have the time to go up and burn the Raft, you have the time to pick the thing up.
That's a... Well, it's only one screen away from a take any road, but...
Still, though. Not ideal.
Yeah. Alright, so neither runner has seen the Triforce in this level 8, so we're still looking. Try to find where it's at. CD looks like she's headed towards... I think she's trying to get to the coast to get that power bracelet, isn't she?
Yep. There's a transport stair on level 8 with another main handler. That is a drop room in 8, by the way. CD's now got her power bracelet. So Sigil gets to fight yet another manhandle.
Silver arrows makes it a little easier though, because you can one-shot down the heads. But yeah,
You still gotta not die. There we go.
Well,
Whoa! The large secret is 150.
wow, I think that's the maximum, isn't it?
Yeah. You get a max large secret in this seed.
Now, what do you
That's
do with
actually
that money
huge.
if you're CD?
Yeah.
Well, there's our first bomb upgrade, and it's 101, so maybe you can buy that.
CD is gonna
she's
like
gonna
to pick up the
Take a
potion.
potion. Okay.
You know what? This is fine. When you have White Sword, Magical Sword loses a bunch of its appeal, and it is like guaranteed 13 heart Magical Sword in the seed. There's the Triforce and 8. It's a little bit deep, but it was not ladder blocked. So we're getting multiple confirmations that Sigil does not have 9 marked. I get wanting to meme, but I don't like burning the raft and then not picking it up.
Yeah.
If you want to burn the raft,
definitely has not seen it.
if you want to burn the raft and pick it up, that's fine. But if you want to burn the raft and not pick it up when you don't have all of your dungeons, that's a little that's a little sketch.
If I was CD, I would have maybe thought about buying that big shield right there. I mean, you've got all this money now. What else are you going to spend it on? I guess maybe wood arrows.
Level
There's
9
level
is
9.
not raft blocked.
Ladder blocked.
Sigil gets bailed out.
Yeah.
I'm making a note that is the first question I'm going to ask him.
But that is, you're basically on a 50-50 there, because there's 2 ladder blocks and 2 raft blocks. So, yeah, he got real lucky.
Yeah. It wouldn't have been so bad if he never saw where the raft was. But to go up and burn it and then not pick it up, that's what's... Yeah.
He's also going to take a potion. He's going to find level 9 right now.
Yeah. I just needs that Triforce out of 3. Well, okay, in one screen he's going to find it.
Yeah.
Right now,
also a
Sigil
blue
is
ring
winning.
right there. So I'm curious if he tries the maybe. I mean, he's got to go back to 3, which is that awful blue Wizrobe room.
He's probably going to take Recorder to get there.
Yeah, I can record her to 6, which should probably be the closest.
Yep.
I'm trying to place that recorder music. It sounds familiar, but...
Yeah,
definitely something I know, but cannot put my finger on what exactly it is. CD, meanwhile, is in level 4, which is definitely one of the dungeons she needs to be in, because silver arrows are in here. And she already got her bow, which will mean she won't have to buy wood arrows.
Yep. Let's see what Sigil does here.
Now, it'll all depend on whether he goes up or down from this screen.
It looks like the answer is going to be down.
Okay, well...
Now, CD is going to find the Triforce first. We'll likely come back and pick that up and then go back for the item.
This is actually really smart combat by Sigil, because the water screws up Wizrobe's movement sometimes, and he just stood right there and was able to combat them down.
How would you like more wizards?
And even... yeah, even more wizards and even more wizards. You get a wizard. No. But, Gleok room...
Not gonna pick up the fairy. But the Triforce is free.
Free Triforce just sitting on the ground.
Just had to get there. So now Sigil is eligible to go to level 9. I honestly think the fastest way there is just to walk.
From here? Probably. I mean, maybe whistle back the 6? No, I don't even think that's really going to make a difference. Looks like he's whistling somewhere, though.
8.
8's not closer.
It's not closer. It's less horizontal screen transitions. Oh, wait, hold on.
Well, yeah.
It does have a shop on the way. Oh, that's what it is. So that's a bomb shop, I think. So Sigil was thinking, I'll just buy some bombs on the way out. CD's about to come across her silver arrows in a couple of rooms here. Gonna not clear this room, hopefully. Into 9, Sigil goes.
Alright. So, level 9, we're looking for a roar and a door. We're looking for... Well, we're listening for a roar of Ganon from one room away. And we're looking for a door, a room with a single shutter door that does not open after we kill all the enemies, or opens automatically if we've already killed Ganon and there are still enemies in the room.
And I don't think we'd mind seeing a compass either.
Yeah, we'd love to see a compass. We don't need a map because we got that book nice and early.
But also it's level 9, so you just assume it's a giant piece of Swiss cheese.
Yeah.
Occasionally you get the really weird 9s, and usually the really weird 9s are the scariest one.
This actually isn't a huge level 9 because the entire right-hand column is empty.
CD picks up the Triforce out of level 4.
Oh, here's that weird second quest island room.
The H!
Game will... Yeah. Now, the game will never require a ladder clip, so there is definitely a way around here. But we're going to take the ladder clip anyway.
Sigils can... There we go.
There we go.
And Sigil's just going for coverage.
The disco ropes.
They're a little bit beefy.
Oh! You hate to see a mugger room, but he's got money to pay it at this point.
Pays the money to get the nothing.
Yeah, I mean, you're definitely not giving up the bomb. Might be time to start taking some staircases. He's gonna take the other way from start, though.
Well, there's a map.
I will say, when the game gives you a book nice and early like that, the map to every dungeon, it seems like, has only been 1 or 2 rooms in.
I'm convinced the maps don't actually exist. Because this is how it goes when you get an early book, but when the book is in level 9, the maps literally just don't exist.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, all the book does is screw up your wand combat. Which, interesting enough, is in level 9.
Alongside the red ring.
Yeah.
Level 7 found for CD. This is, I believe, the last time... No, she still needs to find 2.
I don't... Has she seen level... Oh, she saw level 9 first, that's right.
Yeah.
Now, Sigil bombed that wall, but he had to know that Ganon wasn't over there, so maybe he was just looking for Zelda.
Yes. Generally, if you can't bomb into a room, even if you know Ganon's not there, but you haven't found Zelda yet, you can still go to that corner and check if there's a door to Zelda. Oh look, another old man.
Another mugger.
But this one blocks again.
There's Ganon. I didn't even hear the roar. This is the worst room to fight Ganon into, in my opinion. The Chevy room.
It's pretty bad. Fiddle's gonna potion down to below 4 hearts.
Yeah, with green tunic. Oh, man. This could be a rough fight. Does have the white sword, so it should only be, what, 6 to 8 hits? Or 6 hits, I guess, if bosses didn't roll up.
8, normally.
Oh, 8. Okay.
Ganon's base HP is 15.
Ah. Yeah, that's right, because it's 8 hits, or 4 hits with a magical sword.
Now, Sigil's gonna go back down this way.
Perhaps looking for just a staircase to try to get him to
Has
somewhere?
Has he been to that room to the right of Ganon? Or to the left of Ganon? Oh wait, no, that was the old man. Never mind.
Well, yeah, he got to Ganon from an old man room.
Yeah, that's right. This was the old man. I'm misremembering my map. I apologize, folks.
He has not been really anywhere in the north.
Which means he's probably somewhere in the south, and you just have to do some stupid workaround path to get to work. Well, there's a compass.
Oh, and he's not that far away. He just needs to figure out how to get up there. See if he can bomb through Ganon's room to get to Zelda.
It's possible. Nope.
No. So that means it's either a very long walk to get around that dead room, or there's a staircase. You've already tried to bomb this. Didn't bomb.
I feel like you just look for a staircase at this point. Triforce for 7 for CD. Gonna go check this room up here for a stair.
I was gonna say, might want those bombs just in case you got a dozen more bomb rooms between here and there. This
How about
will be a
staircase?
staircase. This should be stairs though, because remove most open staircase means that key on the floor there. Oh, he's gonna have to potion.
Look, the main handlers are not playing around in this scene. They're just like, no. We are earning the Employee of the Month award from Ganon. Well, just get you to the north.
Yeah, just the completely wrong quadrant of the north.
It's okay.
That's not a push.
There will definitely be a bomb wall in this room. There's no bomb wall in this room.
Nope. You jinxed it.
It's level 9. What do you expect?
Level 9 doing level 9 things.
Level 9 is mean. Roll for initiative. Alright, hold on. What's my dex modifier? Minus... How do I have a -8 dex modifier? That's like...
that's... So that means it's got to bomb down from the staircase room, because you have to be able to get there. Level 2 found for CD.
Sigil's just gonna say, nah, I'm just gonna quit. CD's now found all of her levels. And Omnipoint rolled a 16 for initiative. I rolled, after my random, somehow I have a -8 modifier to initiative, I rolled a 2.
I don't have a D20 within reach, but I'm sure somehow I would roll a 1, because that's my luck with D20s.
Instructions unclear. You got a natural 20. You get to go first. Well, there we go.
Hey, there's Zelda. All right, so get your GGs in chat for Sigil 711, finishing with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 13 minutes, and 22 seconds. We will get some invites out shortly, see if they want to join us for a little post-race interview, where we can ask him about the decision to burn the raft instead of pick up the raft.
Yes. Yes, it was right there. You didn't have all the knowledge. This is bothering me more than it should.
I'm really curious if he just forgot he hadn't seen level 9 at that point. Alright, so CD is still in this level 2. She's got the compass now, so she knows where the Triforce is. Oh, she elects not to pick up the... Well, she's seen level 9. Okay, that makes more sense.
She's seen where all the dungeons are. In her case, it makes a lot of sense. You don't go pick up the raft.
Triforce out of 2 for CD, so 4th Triforce on the board. I mean, she knows where the Triforce is in both level 1 and 5.
In fact, she's going to go clean up 5. This could still be a very quick cleanup for CD.
Yeah. She knows where it is in 1 and 5, and essentially where it's at in 3. She knows it's got to be south from that blue Wizrobe room. So level 8's really the only dungeon left that she's got to dig, besides 9, obviously.
Yep.
I mean, she knows that she's already seen everything north in Dungeon 3. So, yeah, chat's saying 3, but she's already seen everything north of that blue Wizrobe screen, so she knows that the Triforce has to be south, and it's only a couple rooms south. So,
yeah.
If she goes into level 3, she should find the Triforce in just a few minutes.
She's just going to have to, get through that Wizard room in 3.
Yeah. But she does have the blue ring now. Potentially a little more health.
Gonna go to level 1 to get this early free Triforce.
Yeah. And
well,
maybe she gets the free Triforce for a health refill and then runs over to level 3 with full health.
Yeah. You could go to the ferry, but why would you go to the ferry when you have to get the Triforce anyway?
Yeah. Unless she opts to go to level 8, which is 2 screens north of here. Nah, it looks like she's going to 3. I don't blame her. Didn't whistle back the 1 and didn't go your 2 screens north.
Mm-hmm. Well, it looks like she wants to knock 3 out first because she kind of knows where it is. There's our useless bait block. CD does have a potion now.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing that should help her here.
Ooh. Getting a good pattern on these Wizrobes at least. There we go. She used her. CD's got the compass now in 3, just got to clear the Gliok room. Does still have the potion in hand, and we are now joined by Sigil. GG's.
Thank you.
So the first question on my mind, and probably everybody's mind, you burnt the Raft, but didn't pick it up when you were still missing level 9.
I forgot I was missing level 9.
That was what we were speculating about. We were like, he has to not realize that he hasn't seen level 9 yet, because it basically came down to a 50-50 chance that there's 2 ladder blocks and 2 raft blocks, and lucky for you that it was ladder blocked instead of raft blocked.
And I figured worst case, it was just a 30-second loss.
Yeah, it was pretty free on the floor in 2, so obviously it wouldn't have probably made the difference. But we it gave us some entertainment in as spectators. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, because it's like, go back. You can have the cooked hot dogs. Honestly, if you burn them, they're a little bit nice because they're charred, because they have that skin on the outside, but still. So outside of that, how about the ladder blocks 3? The recorder blocks 3 dungeons after being 6 parts. The power bracelet blocks level 2, and you need all of that to get to 9, which has your wand and your red ring.
I wasn't happy that 4 had the silvers, to be honest. I was hoping for the red ring.
Yeah, red ring and wand were both in 9, which in a tournament seed are 2 very nice quality of life things to have, 2 nice combat upgrades, and not something you want to see in level 9.
Combined with how absolutely terrible level 3 was.
Yeah.
But that was on the back of my mind once I got the ladder. Because I didn't see my last take any, and my money situation wasn't that great for a potion.
Yeah. Luckily you found the take any, I believe it was under a push block?
Yeah, it was the Lost Almost push, the Lost Almost push block.
Yeah, I know that you and CD both saw it about the same time, because she actually was not that far behind you getting the power bracelet. She just got hung up in a few dungeons and basically knew where the Triforce was in like 2 or 3 dungeons, just couldn't get to them. And so that's what she's doing right now, is just cleaning up the Triforces on her stream still.
At least you guys had the Any Key early, so that was nice. And the White Sword early.
Yeah, that was nice.
We were kind of hoping, and by we, I mean Chad and us, were really kind of hoping that one of y'all would buy the big shield with how terrible 3 was.
I never had the money for it, and I don't... Did I even see the big shield shop?
I mean, you probably saw a big shield shop.
There was a large, a big shield shop along the river right next to 9. But it was like 141 rupees or something ridiculously expensive.
Also, the large secret was in the Lost Hills power bracelet spot, the one opposite the Armas.
I think Sigil got it. He got it right at the end. They both got it at like almost the same time too.
Oh yeah.
Oh, and we are now joined by our runner-up cdinprov. Welcomes and GG's.
GG CD.
In case you were not aware, the runners are... No, in case you are not aware, the runners are on a delay, since there is a cash prize for this tournament. So that is why we are able to be joined by the runner who's still actually playing on our screen.
So, level 3 was terrible.
Oh, yes, I totally agree with that. That was bad.
But honestly, a lot of your combat in the scene looked really nice.
Yeah. I just kept running. It's okay. I ran out of bombs. It's amazing that it's. I kept looking over for chat and I'm going, oh wait, yeah, no, I don't even have chat today. It's amazing how few. GG Sigil, by the way, and well done. It's amazing exactly how quiet a seed can be, I guess, if that makes any sense.
Yes.
I'm looking around and I'm going, well, there's no puns from NDiff. Thirsty's not cheering for the Raft. Crystal Star isn't giving people never-ending gift subs. So it was definitely a thing. But yeah, if I could have finished some of these dungeons the first time I was in there, 3, I should have just left.
Yeah.
3 should have been like, all right, get the item. And then I finished it out and I went, oh no, I have to go in here. And this 9, by the way, was spectacular.
It was a little less Swiss cheesy and more somebody took a bite out of the Swiss cheese.
It was somebody put a giant metal plate in the middle of the Swiss cheese, and you cannot go north without taking a staircase. Or that one bomb wall.
It's actually just 2 pieces of Swiss cheese that are put next to each other to look like one piece.
Oh, I see. So we screwed up cutting, and we're just going to do it the other way.
I
Yes.
also enjoyed that there was a mug room right before Ganon.
Oh yeah, I was just thrilled I had money. I was like, oh look, I got money. We're fine. This will be okay. I had already bought the bomb upgrade, so...
At least the game gave you the 150 large secret.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah,
And as Opno Point's pointing out, it was the only way in. Like, I bombed every flippin' wall that I could possibly think of, and you were not going any other way. It's like, no, I'm going to give you nothing to the left side. I'm going to give you staircases that loop back into each other, and then I'm going to make you take a random bomb wall through that one staircase that if you go straight up and bomb through there, you're fine. It was very special. It's okay. It was enjoyable. I rather liked the fact that I got the white sword. I was like, oh, hello, thank you, I'll take that. And then the Aniki was even better. The bow in 8 was nice, and then I was digging looking for a red ring when I was in 4, so I was like, oh, hey, silver arrows, we'll take those too.
Yeah, red ring and wand were the items in 9. Not sure how many items that you saw. But...
I heard that. I didn't see any items in 9. I don't know where in the heck they were. Like, no
well, I don't think we saw any items in 9 on either of your guys' screen. We just know from combined knowledge.
They were on the other side.
They're somewhere in the north of 9. I think that's the one thing we can determine, because, you know.
Oh yeah, but you're not getting in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was definitely very special. But yeah, GG Sigil. You know, for somebody who plays as well as Sigil, I'm actually pretty happy to only be about 20 minutes behind, so that's good for me. And again, if I could have done it without having to go back to 3 different dungeons after, you know, getting all the stuff and things, that probably would have been like 10 minutes behind, and that would have been even better.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, I'm not sure how long you've been able to listen, but the one thing that could have been a huge time boost for you was if Raft was required, because
Sigil didn't go for it. Yeah, I saw that in the chat.
Yeah, he saw the Raft and left it behind, and we speculated that it was because he forgot that he hadn't seen level 9 yet, which he confirmed. So if 9 would have been Raft blocked, that would have at least made up a couple minutes for you there.
Not much. I mean, it wasn't very hard to get to in 2.
You know, I realized after I left the room. And I'm going with it.
He ran up to it and burned it with the candle, and then ran away from it. And we were all going, "Why? What did we just see?"
How did you like that everything was behind a recorder? Recorder or a power bracelet? It's like, here, I'll put your money behind a power bracelet. I'm going to put your recorder behind 6 hearts, which you can't get to.
Yeah. 3. So 3 dungeons were recorder blocked, 1 was power bracelet blocked, and 1 was ladder blocked.
Oh yeah.
On
and
top
you needed the
of-
ladder to get the Triforce out of 1.
Yep.
And the
Yeah.
service
Oh,
out
no.
of 4.
Yeah.
And-
Yeah. Oh.
Don't
Yeah,
forget
'cause
the
you're not getting those unless you've got the ladder. And then you've got Ganon, who's behind. He's behind a bugger. So it was good. I was
well,
like,
not only
I
that, but
know-
Ganon's also in a Chevy room too.
Oh yeah, I said some lovely words when I saw that, especially since I was going, oh no, I used half of my potion already. I'm like, Ganon, get the heck out of the wall. Don't even do this. It's okay. For me, this is pretty good.
We were kind of hoping one of y'all. We were kind of hoping one of y'all would buy the big shield.
No. Sorry, Opno. I know Opno loves it, and I'm now waiting for the spinny happy face big shield emote, and I know that it works for you, but I'm bad enough at screen scrolling. I don't need to make it worse.
And I never realized I saw a big shield shop.
Did I?
You might have seen the expensive one.
don't
There
even
was one
remember.
right beside level 9, but it was like 141
Oh.
rupees, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, see, at that point, I just go, okay, I don't need anything from there. I'm good. And then I was like, okay, I'm done.
You just mark
And,
the cave as delete the cave and go from there.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I don't care what this is. This is do not care. Click the button. Sorry, Up. No, I know that it works for you, and that is amazing, and I'm very happy that it works for you. I, however, do not generally turn in the direction of the thing that is shooting at me, so it's a waste, and I routinely use pancake armor. So it would have just been like, here, let me give you all of my money. Though I have to say that Ruby boss in level 1 was fantastic.
Yeah, you
was like,
farmed
yeah,
the
he's
crap out
there.
of that Ruby boss.
Did it like 4 or 5 times. I still had like 5
Uh,
secrets on the overworld. It was fine.
yeah. You did it at least 5 times to get the blue ring,
Mhm.
so yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I was tempted to do it the moment I saw it. I was like, do I really want to spend the first 5 or 6 minutes of the scene getting money? I
Getting
could go buy a blue ring.
255 rupees.
And the only reason I didn't do it is because I hadn't seen the blue ring store yet. Because I didn't get my candle until I think the first take any I saw was up in the grave, and I didn't have a candle, so there's no way of finding the blue ring store.
Yeah.
Oh no, I would have
you
had
guys,
a candle. Never mind. I just didn't do Candle Row yet. I hadn't
Yeah,
seen the shop.
you guys weren't too far behind getting the candle though.
Yeah, but Sigil's combat is a lot better than mine, so
Yeah.
it's okay. This is you know what? I did not roll a group of death. So overall, it does not matter what happens in this tournament. I am beyond thrilled that I didn't end up matching with the winner of the last tournament, the top 10 runners in the entire thing, the guys that I have been learning from many, many years. And let me tell you, I was so tired of manhandlers. I was just like, so
This seed was
away.
awful with manhandlers. There was 2 Triforces behind manhandlers, at least 1 item, and this transport staircase that we're watching on your run right now that I think was required. I don't know. This is how
staircase, I
Sigil
think,
got to
was,
Ganon anyway, or to
Well, that's
Zelda.
how I got to Ganon.
Yeah.
That's or Zelda. Yeah, because you can't bomb north out of Ganon. There's like an
Yeah.
invisible wall in that dungeon that just goes, no, you cannot go this way. And then I'm like, all right, fine, I'll go this way a little bit. And then it goes, nah, you're not going this way either. But that was the only way to get above a certain level in level 9 was to go that way. And I was just like, well, all right, fine.
I
was
am
just glad
convinced.
she wasn't in a shoot. I was like, oh, please don't be in a shoot, because this is just going to be miserable if you are.
I am convinced that sometimes when the game rolls the bosses, there's like a 50% chance of it saying, "Oh, we like this one boss. We're just going to do nothing but this one boss."
Then I guess I'm really, really just glad that it wasn't Patra's. Nothing but
Yes.
Patra's. I think I would have cried.
Wait, did we see a single Petra?
No.
No.
I don't think we did.
We didn't see a Dodongo either.
I saw a Dig Dog. Oh yeah, no troll dinosaurs. I did see a Dodongo. Not a Dodongo. I'm sorry. I did see a Dig Dogger, but Spiky was not making terrible choices today.
Yeah, right there.
Nope.
Yeah,
He's
yeah,
one
there's one.
this run.
That is weird. Yes, I've never really thought about that, but that is you're kind of right on that. Also, it does seem like you see a lot of one specific boss almost every seed,
Yeah, that could have been.
and then rarely see other ones.
I didn't even bother pushing the blocks at that point. I was like, nope. And then I saw the orange bubbles, and I was like, I got 81 arrows. We're fine. I mean,
Everything is fine.
right here, I'm just marking that there is a south-based door. I'm like, okay, in case I go up here and I cannot go north or go around, we're gonna mark that there is a door here.
So, for what it's worth, please get your TDs in chat for cdinprov.
Why would you need
Finishing
to do that?
Finishing with a time of 1:33:58. For what it's worth, I don't think Zelda can actually appear in a horizontal shoot room because you can't actually get to the tile that is like the Zelda.
All right, well that's good because I if she'd have been in a shoot room, I would have been like, no, I'm done.
Now, she could have been in a vertical shoot
I would
room.
have just shot her. It would have been like, bing, bing, bing. I found her, and then I would have run away. But yeah, it was an adventure, for sure. And I'm looking forward to the rest of the matches. I've got the others. Our group, we're doing pretty good so far. We only need one person to schedule pretty much all of their matches, and then our group is scheduled. So
Nice. All right. Well, once again, GG's to both of our runners. Let's see. We were having issues with the bot earlier. Let's see if we can get some links in chat. Yeah, there we go. Links to both the runners and the commentary team. So make sure to go send everyone a follow. Follows are free and they're very much appreciated. But yeah, anybody got any final thoughts on the seed tonight or the tournament going forward?
bring it on. Can I have like eight Patras and like the biggest causality chain ever next time? That'd be fantastic.
Can I please not have recorder blocks?
Hey, at least we knew where the recorder was. We just couldn't go get it.
And yes, I
Instructions
burned it.
unclear. Sigil instructions unclear. You get all 9 dungeons recorder blocked, and the recorder is in the corner of Death Mountain.
Oh, as the white sword item, and you need 6 hearts to get it.
Yes,
Which means you can't take a candle.
and naturally, your Armos item
Oh
is.
no, you could take a candle. Oh.
Yeah, you could take a candle. You just have to take the hearts out of all 3. Actually, I'm pretty sure that could lead to an unbeatable seed, so that might not actually be possible.
Yeah,
I
that's
feel
a
like-
good point. That's a good point. We do need a candle. Like a candle is the Armos item, and then you can take all hearts.
No, I think it has to do with a logic thing, where if you decided to just take 4 candles out of all the Takeny caves, then you wouldn't be able to beat the seed.
Well, you would. You just have to restart.
Yeah.
I have actually beaten seeds before without a candle, period.
I know it's really weird when that happens, though.
Yeah.
'Cause you're always
There's
just
so
going,
many
no, I need a candle. You're like, no, I need a candle. I really, really need a candle.
I think I have once, throughout my entire history of playing Z1R, have seen a seed where none of the bomb spots in the overworld were required.
Oh, that's funny.
I've never seen that, but yeah, I just remember one of the first seeds I ever ran when I was first running Randomizer. I took all hearts from the Take-Any's, and I'm guessing the candle shop must have been under a candle spot. It was the rare shop, and
Oh.
somehow I still completed the seed. Took me
No,
like
the
4.5
candle-
hours, but
There
I
has to be
did
there
it.
has to be a candle shop. I think the most the candle can be blocked by is bomb wall.
Bombs.
Yeah, the
Oh,
logic
well,
is not going to allow it to be blocked by.
I don't know how I did it then, but I did the entire seed without a candle because like I said, it was one of the first ones I ever ran, so maybe I missed a bomb wall somewhere, but I don't remember seeing a candle shop
that
anywhere.
early Guerrilla screen ticked me off. I was like, oh, I'm going to put the bomb here, and then I missed. Like,
Yeah.
it's okay. I mean, I got most of that. So here's the funny part. I hate second quest bomb walls. Hate them. But now that we're actually running second quest seeds, hopefully this means that I don't miss them as often. I'll just go back to completely missing some of the first quest bomb walls, so that'll work.
I was confused for a second when the wood sword was in its own cave.
Oh yeah, I looked at it and I went,
That
oh
was-
man.
When it started out, yeah, we were like, what? Like, okay,
that's
like we
not
knew we were
supposed to
going
be
to
there.
start on this screen,
Mhm.
but yeah, that was not.
Yes, well, okay, so the first thoughts that when I find something like that, okay, because my combat is not great. the first thought that goes through my head is I can't go fast enough because I really can't. Like, I cannot go fast enough at that point. If you're going to give somebody who's already better than me at the game that early of a sword or like a red ring under the Armos item, as happy as I am to see it for myself, I'm also going, oh yeah, I know how this is going to work out. It's one of those things. But like, I was just looking at it going, did we put the right seed information in? Because
Same here, CD.
Oh. It was, yeah, but yeah, GG, Sigil, and good luck moving forward. I'm looking forward to, we got a pretty good group, so this will be interesting.
Good luck going forward also.
Thanks. I think your next is it tomorrow night?
I think it's Wednesday night.
Oh, yeah, and then mine's going to be Thursday, I think, with Steelheart. Possibly.
Nice.
So I am off Sunday, Monday, so I had to stop for a moment and go, wait, what day of the week is that for everybody else? Because for me, that's a Wednesday. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for doing comms, and thank you, of course, to OptoPoint for doing the tracking in the background. It's amazing that we get so many of these races covered, especially in a tournament like this, when we have a very, very short amount of time compared to the regular tournament to get them all done. So anybody who feels like hopping in and learning a thing or two, feel free to give a shout out in the Discord, and somebody will give you a pretty color for your name and access to the volunteer channels.
Yep, sounds good. You got any last words, Sigil, or you?
Thank you for the comms, restream, and the tracking.
Yeah, so, yeah, again, just to echo them, thank you, everybody. Thank you, Elso, for joining me here on mic, and thank you, Opno, for the tracking. And, of course, thank you to the viewers for joining us here tonight for this great race. And continue to follow the Speedgaming channel so that you don't miss any of the races here in this SGL tournament. They will be happening pretty much every night of the week going forward. There will probably be some kind of a race going on, so make sure you're following so you stay up to speed with everyone. But with that, I think we're probably going to call it a night. Shout outs to our runners. I'll post their links in the chat again, along with commentators. Give everyone a follow. Follows are free and they're very much appreciated. And with that, we will sign off for the night. Alsoa, you got any last thoughts?
Quack, 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 quack.
That's what I expected.
Hey,
In
level
English.
2 look like a duck.
Wait, what?
Level 2 look like a duck.
See, there we go. And yeah, it did actually.
All right, have a good
How
night.
did we
Bye.
miss that?
We were too busy paying attention to Sigil not picking up the